one that they still haven't watched it.
Everybody push mute.
I know. Oh, and my brother was okay to Comic Con.
All right. Okay, I got everybody muted. All right, so I'm just going to start the call since that was just crazy, and I'm sorry that happened. I don't have any idea what was going on. So the biggest thing that we're going to start talking about in Coach Basics is the 3 vital behaviors. I'm sure you guys have seen those already, but it's a big, big thing that we have to discuss. It's all about inviting, making sure you're inviting every day, and always following up. That's number 1. So invite, follow up. You can't do it enough. It's really important. The second thing is being proof of the product. Don't just tell people that it's important to work out and drink Shakeology. You have to be doing your workouts. You have to be drinking your Shakeology, and you need to be posting about it and being real. Be yourself and make sure you're, showing everybody you're doing it, not just telling everybody. One of the most important things I think is, and I know many other coaches believe it too, is the personal development, making sure you're reading or listening to something that's going to better you as a person, better you as a coach, and just make you a better leader. Some really good options to look at are Shailene Johnson's podcast. She has awesome podcasts. Girl Boss, that's an awesome book. You Are a Badass. The Slight Edge is amazing and a must read by everyone that is becoming a coach. You will learn so much, and it will help you become such a better leader. So making sure you're getting personal development in every day. That means 15 minutes, 15 pages. It's not that much a day. Make sure you're doing it. Inviting is obviously an important part of this all. If you're not inviting, you're not going to find customers. Plain and simple. I always start with my warm market, which is people that you already know, because that's the easiest thing you can really do. Go on Facebook, go down your friends list, and invite. And Ashley is making me laugh because I keep looking at Ashley. So just make sure you go for that warm market first, those people you already know, and just go down every single friend that you have. And that's the number 1 thing that I did when I became a coach, and just start inviting them with our 21-day fixed scripts. And, just be real, be personable, and Ashley's going to talk about that a lot in the next couple minutes. And 3 really big platforms that we use for inviting are Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and there's a lot of different ways to do it, and it's all on your invite document for your 21-day fixed invite document. Anybody else have any platforms they use other than those 3? You can jump in if you have anything, but I always use Instagram and Facebook. Those are my go-tos. So if you have anything, make sure you're sharing about it. You can always share in the group. I'm trying to talk as fast as I can because I know that whole little spiel that happened kind of stunk. So, all right, Ash, if you want to talk about the 21-day fixed script.
Sure. The other platform that I use occasionally is Twitter. I want to try using it a little bit more, especially since if you post from Instagram, you can just share it straight on Twitter. I have gotten 1 customer from Twitter before, so it's worked once for me. Okay, I'm going to just share my screen now. And so there's probably a couple of different variations of the 21-day fixed script that you've seen depending which coach group you're in. They essentially all say the same type of thing. But I guess, so the step 1 is the inviting. So we'll talk about inviting on Instagram first. And I'd say what's most important here is don't just find somebody, like a photo, and invite them to the group right away. Go to their page, make sure it's somebody that you could relate to and that they could relate to you. Find a few photos, like those, choose 1 or 2, comment on them. They've got cool new Nikes that are hot pink. Hey, where'd you get those? A comment about a shirt, just kind of make it personal. Don't just do something general. And then once they reply to you, that's starting the dialogue. And then you can invite them, kind of from there. A couple of other things you could say are like, love your pics, looks like we have similar interests. One that I use a lot is, you look great. Are you following a specific fitness program, or are you doing all this on your own? That one I get quite a bit of engagement with. And then once they respond to you, either in another comment on a photo or in a direct message on Instagram, I usually say, by the way, I have a 3-week fitness group coming up on Facebook. I would love to have you join. If you're interested, shoot me a friend request. My link is in my bio. And then once they add you on Facebook, because they're obviously going to, you can say, hey, thanks for the ad. Love connecting with new fitness related friends, or those looking to get into fitness. Do you currently work out? Something like that. So I'm not going to spend too much time going over absolutely everything on here. This document, you should definitely take the time to read through piece by piece yourself. You can feel free to ask questions, on the call, in the Coach Basics group, or ask your coach who sponsored you directly. So that's one way. So we'll go over the initial invites and then get to the interview process. So there's all these arrows showing up on my screen. So that's inviting through Instagram. And then, as with everything, if you get the new friend request, connect with them. If they don't respond to you, follow up. Wait about 48 hours. Just, hey, a group of us are moving forward. And so on. Next are options that you can post on social media. So either on your Facebook wall, on Instagram. Here are a couple of them here. If I could provide you with a 21-day workout program, etc. Post those on there. And then anyone who likes or comments on your photos, reach out to them, because for whatever reason, something that you posted is intriguing them and they're interested in learning more. So send them a message and see if they would like more information. Next, like Kim was talking about, the warm market. How many of you have, if you want to just raise your hands, how many of you have reached out to your warm market first? I see one hand. I think that that's a great place to start. And there's a couple of different ways here that you can go about doing that. Hey, so-and-so, make sure when you copy and paste that, you're not like, hey, name, because then you look like a jerk. Put their actual name in there. How are you doing? It's been a while. And then before this, I usually go to their Facebook page and just see what have they been doing. Have they planted new flowers, bought a house, got a dog, whatever it is. And I kind of start the conversation that way. And then honestly, 9 times out of 10, people will probably say, hey, I've been seeing your posts a lot. So that can sometimes kind of almost bridge the gap for you into the fitness topic. If not, you can say, not sure if you'd be interested in this. A group of us are starting, a private health and fitness challenge group. I'm not sure if you'd be interested, but I'd love to tell you more about it. And there's a few different ways in this document that you can go about inviting your warm market. I think it really depends on what you feel comfortable saying, how close you are with the people, but I think any of these 3 options are great. And then this one here gives a little bit more information. Not sure if it's something you'd be interested in. The workouts are 30 minutes. It's with Shakeology. That gives just a little bit more detail about the program. And as always, the follow-up, when everybody ignores you, reply to them and say, hey, just wanted to make sure you got my message. I've got a few people moving forward. I want to make sure I didn't miss you. Following up is absolutely essential. Almost nobody gets back to me right away. It's usually 1 or 2 follow-ups that it takes. And at first I thought I was being annoying. And then I realized that people are busy. And so a lot of times people will be like, thanks so much, I totally forgot about it. And then you're like, oh, no problem. I wasn't thinking about it at all. Of course, you're waiting patiently every single day for them to reply to you. So just make sure that you're definitely following up with people. And then if they say, yes, I'd like more information, and they ask about the cost right away, say that depends what you need. How about I ask you a few questions? And then this is, I would say, the most important part is to ask them questions. Why were they interested in the post? Are they currently working out? What are their goals? You know, when was the last time they were at that goal weight, or how do they feel? This has a pretty big list of those questions here. So ask them a few, and once you feel like you've gotten enough solid information as to why this would be a good fit for them and how it could help them, then that's when you go down to here. You know, remember that it's not a race. Take your time, get to know them and their goals. And once you do that, that's when you can say, this is the one I usually use, is the program that I think would really help you is the 21-day fix because of X, Y, and Z. Whatever their goals may be, I list them out there. And then this is where I say, you know, the group will focus on working out, but it's the first program to place the equal emphasis on nutrition. Again, make sure that if you are copying and pasting this, that you're reading it, because not everything in here is going to apply to every person. And here's just a few more options for things that you can say. Here's a great explanation of the 21-day fix, what it comes with. And then depending who you're talking to, if they want to see a video, here's one about the 21-day fix or the extreme. And I think the one about a challenge group is important to share. Because I think we say challenge group, throwing it around like Apple, you know, and not everybody knows what it means. So I think that that's a great one to kind of get people engaged and excited. And then again, the follow-up, what do you like about the videos, this and that. And then I think this is what's important, is if some of the objections I imagine you all hear, let's see some hands, is, oh, well, if it costs money, I'm not interested, that sort of a thing. And I think what that means there is that they just don't see the value yet. So that's why it's really important to dig deep into their why and why this would be a good fit for them and how it's going to help them achieve their goals, and kind of bring it back to that. So if they're okay with all this, you tell them about the price. Here's what the challenge pack includes. It includes all this stuff, super awesome. Build the value here as well. Remind them about the money back guarantee. And then, you know, you can look down here. This has the steps as to how to order. But if they're interested, but not at the moment, you know, you pull out all your tricks, all the stops, and they still aren't ready, then what you could say is, okay, well, you know, if you're not ready now, then pick a date. Would this be a better time for me to check in with you, put them on a list, and follow back up with them? Let's see. Also ask if you can follow up with them in the future. I guess just continue to build that relationship. And then if they're not going to do it right then, invite them to your free group. The free group is an amazing tool. I had people in there like crazy because they get a taste, and then they also see us all posting in the atmosphere, which I think is engaging and gets people excited. So I think that that's probably a good enough overview. If you have questions, let us know. Does anyone have any questions right now? Have you come across any sort of like challenges with people that you didn't know how to respond to, or any kind of pushback?
I think you did really good, Ash. I think you covered everything. It was really, really good. And obviously, as you go along and you start doing stuff like where you are inviting people, you are doing all that kind of stuff, and you come across anything, always message anybody in the coach group or Coach Basics, even your coach. Anybody's willing to help you. It doesn't just have to be your coach. So always post right in the group. People are always going to comment pretty much right away, so you'll always have an answer. So you did really good, Ash.
Thanks.
You did better than I do. I'm this talk. So, just to look ahead for this week and everything, you guys all did your assignment. If not, today is about your why and why you became a coach, why you're doing this, and why you have such a passion for helping others. Next couple assignments are the 3 vital behaviors, goal setting for yourself for that, doing a daily to-do list, promoting the 21-day fix, and the fortune and the follow-up are all this week. And it's very important for all of you to make sure that you are keeping up with the posts. It's very easy to fall behind. I know everybody's busy. You don't have to do the assignment right away that day if you have a busy day. That's why we give you the weekend. But don't put everything to the weekend, and then you're going to get so overwhelmed and not really learning the information that you need to be learning. It's great to kind of set aside one thing each day and kind of learn it that way. But we give you everything so that you can have that weekend, and it's only 10 days, guys, and this is so important for you and your business. And that's it for tonight, and we will do the same time next week, 8:30 Monday, and it was great to meet everybody on the call, and sorry about the confusion in the beginning. So have a good night, guys.
That was Zoom's fault.
Zoom. Oh,
Bye.
bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.